The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Nick in Tampa. Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Tom O'Brien, it is an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you calling.
No problem. Dude, I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now, and it has just been wonderful. I listen to you, Basil, Andy. You guys do an amazing job.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night. Let's make it a great summer. Going to be kicking into a good spring and summer, no matter where you are, in this great country of ours. This quote's by Richard Bach. To bring anything into your life, imagine that it's already there. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 26, NASDAQ up 30, S&P's up 7.5, gold contract flat at $1,224 an ounce, silver up 12 cents at $17.68 an ounce, platinum up $7 at $1,175 an ounce, copper down 2 pennies at $2.93 a pound, light sweet crude off $1.90. No, light sweet crude down 11 cents, trading at $60.43 a barrel. Bonds. The bond market gets smoked with volume, folks. 10-year bond down 21.6, 127.11. 30-year off full 2 points, plus 9 ticks at 153.10. King dollar up 1,080 ticks at 94.26. The euro down 141 at 113, and the yen up 76 at 120.01. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You had a new high, folks. Closed over the high. And guess what? That means you can go higher. We take a look at the SPY. No juice whatsoever. You're up there again. We had 3 tops up here. Each one of those tops had approximately 71 million. The first top that was established, which was on February 25th, that high was 212.24. You had 73 million shares. Then what do? You go downtown. We go from a price point of 212. We go down to 205. 205, you get volume out there of 157 million. So you get a high with 70, down with 71. You established the second high. The second high was established on the 27th of April. That high was also established with 79 million shares. We come off that high, same type of setup, come off that high, and we come down, and we came down with 135 million shares. Today you get over all 3 of those highs, because Friday was another top. Friday you had volume of 76 million. Today you get 71. Now, the further you get away from this consolidation, the higher you can go. That's the reality. No juice, but we've had no juice for quite a while. We'll see if, in fact, this S&P can get away from it. Thus far, we're not far enough away from it. Thus far, what you have is that the high out there is the 48 mark. You're 50 cents above it. That's not you, but you get a $1.50 above it. Guess what? That'll be a leg up. There'll be some follow through on that. The NDX 100, the 3 Qs. If we take a look at the 3 Qs, this is what you have with the 3 Qs. 3 Qs are at the lows of the high. The 3 Qs are at 110.06. The lows of the high, 110.02. Also, volume contracting. I suspect, we'll see if the 3 Qs are actually going to get to the 111.16 area. Inside the NDX 100, what we had out here today, what was taken away from it was Green Mountain. That was down 384. Mattel was off 67. NTAP was down 60, and Vodafone was off 53. And that's after, Altera put a huge amount of juice into the NDX 100, but just couldn't get it up too high a price. Altera was up 251. Discovery was up 118. We go to the small caps. Now, the small caps had some juice in it. Man, these small caps, when they move around, they love to move around. The IWM had an expansion of volume. We did 28 million shares. We went up $1.40, and the small caps came off those highs, folks, with a vengeance. You know, when you came coming down, you came down hard. You came down with 72 million shares. We're up today with 28, which isn't bad, by the way, on the way up. We are at 125.04. What that does, though, just that level alone, you know, the highs that are inside this IWM are 126, 126.91. You're at 125.05. Bottom line, yes, that can get tested, no doubt. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold, folks, is an ABC structure on the way up. They can't basically push this baby down. Pretty amazing watching this whole thing shake out. What we do have with gold is this. Gold is at 12.25. We had out here today 111,000 contracts. We got to a price point of 12.32 and it didn't hold it. I suspect we're going to build some cars here. The cars we're going to be building is so that it can get up into the 12.46 area first. That's your ABC structure on the way up. More than likely what we're going to see, however, is that you're going to see that run going all the way up to the 23rd of January. That 23rd of January, that is pushing the 1301 number. And what we do have inside the metals, the gold and silver, folks, is that you had, let me see the silver market for a second, SIM. So inside silver, silver's trading at a price point of $17.69. Yeah, see, and silver's holding price, man. This gets interesting. Silver, always more volatile than gold. Silver is also holding price, though. Silver wants to basically run up, and I suspect will be the first one to get into this high that was generated out there on the 21st of January. That high price point is $18.50, and that's for silver. That's not a huge mark away from it. Bonds. What do we have with the bond market? Okay, so bonds, folks, looks like after a run of 34 years in the bond market, meaning a bull market in bonds, it looks like the turn is here. You know, we'll see how this does shake out. If you look at the TLT, what you have is this. Now, the TLT is the 20-year bond fund. That came off the high of 138. We're at 119. It broke its swing point. The swing point we're talking about is the week of March 2nd. It broke it with vicious volume. You know, we came down there with 48 million shares and with 61 million shares, and that was a 52 million. That was the swing point. So your setup is that you're going to get down to your next level. Your next level is about 116. If we go take a look at the 10-year, the 10-year bond right now gave it up on price today. We came down 22 ticks, which is not the end of the world. The counter trend bounce, however, in the 10-year, we only went from 126.04 up to 128 after coming down, straight down from 130. That's setting up, it looks to me like building cars to get below the March 6th level, which is the 125 area. If we take a look at the structure, we're at 2.2 in the 10-year. So if you want to get a mortgage out there, folks, go get it. You want to refinance, go get it. Bottom line, you know, these rates are going to be given up whether it's 0.25% or not. I don't see a huge, number on the way up, but I certainly don't see the rates going that dramatically lower either. We take a look at the 30-year. What you have with the 30-year, there's a huge amount of movement in the 30-year. The 30-year was down 2 full points and 12 ticks. And by the way, you know, inside the future market, folks, 1 point is $1,000. This is like a monster move. It's particularly when you look at the leveraged aspect of it, it's really a monster move because you're only putting $3,700 up inside the margin for $153,000. That's what a contract's worth right now. All you do is you take whatever the number is, and you multiply 100. That's what these contracts run at. The 30-year today, we came down with 200,000 contracts. We'll see how it goes into its lowest swing point. Because, see, what we had is this. this would be different if it didn't try to get it to its highs first. But both the 10 and the 30 were trying to get it to higher price today, and they failed. So they failed. They come back down. So now what you actually have is you have a high at low volume. You're right next to the high volume low, and that's what we're going to be going after in both the 10 and the 30. In the 30, it's 151.04. That's the number that this baby is going to go after. So we'll see how that shakes out as it comes down into that number. We're going to take a look at the XAU, the HUI. Both the XAU and the HUI, folks, are building cause for higher price. So if you're in those metals markets, bottom line, the setup is pretty good right now. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Dow up 26, NASDAQ up 30, S&P's up 7. We're going to be right back.
If you're like me, you see the world's emerging nations as a very real opportunity, as these countries and their economies are developing right before our eyes. And you can rest assured that Everbank has spotted this opportunity too. In fact, they've just released the second running of their 5-year Market Safe Futures Economy CD. This is a CD that could really deliver, but you only have until June 11th to take advantage. Consider the facts. If the future economy's currencies beat the US dollar over the CD term, you'll get all of the upside at maturity. And should they lose, no worries. There's zero downside risk here, as you get back 100% of your deposited principal. Don't miss out. The June 11th funding deadline is quickly approaching. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN-CD for more information, including important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN-CD. Everbank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the markets, folks, let's go take a look at Urban Outfitters. Urban Outfitters closed at $40.72. It's trading down $5 at $35.86. Let's see what they have to say out here. So, okay, first quarter, the estimate was 30 cents. They came in at 25 cents. Their sales comp, they expected to do 5.3% better. They did 4%. The revenue, the estimate was $757 million. They did $739 million. Anthropology, they expected the comp for each store to be up 4.7%. It was only up 1%. So bottom line is that this is not only a miss, but this is a big miss. There's no two ways. So the equity itself, I closed at the $40 level. It's trading at 35. Let's go bring this back. We'll put this on a weekly first. Take a look at it on the weekly basis. And what continues to happen out here, folks, is this: you have the S&Ps at highs, and these equities are getting not only just down, they get smoked. And so what that means is that the underlying strength inside the S&P is not there. You certainly have enough of the weighting structures that it's keeping it up, but underlying it, bad scene. Now, the way that Urban Outfitters is trading, you're at, oh, this is crazy. Yeah, see, you're at 35 already. And 35, what 35 is that that's where the downdraft occurred October of 2014. The high of that is 35.44. So if this croaks 35.44, what that's going to set up is $29. That's pretty intense. Allergen. Let's go take a look at Allergen Technologies. Allergen closed at $42.63. Put this up here right now. So Allergen right now is traded at $41.20. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, they saw year-end revenue at $4.06 billion to $4.12 billion. Now they see it at $4.05 to $4.11. Earnings per share, they saw 39 cents. Now they see 38 cents. Allergen itself, let's take a look. So Allergen has been in this consolidation for quite a while. Wow, talk about quite a while. This is really a trip. So Allergen's been in a consolidation, folks, going back just January of this year. Bottom line, Allergen wants to run down to this $38.77. So that's how that baby's shaken out. We have one of the Tigers want to take a look at IBB for a possible short position. And this good old IBB, folks, is just the ever-ready battery that doesn't stop, that, yes, does want to go down, but bottom line is that each and every time that this gets toasted on the way down, it comes all the way back. Now, the IBB is the biotech index. You're trading at 469 up today. You're at $360. I would wait for this to go up and test the highs of at least the swing point where we're at right now, and that's 365.21. What you'd want, you'd certainly want a signal saying that, okay, we came up to that high, we got over the high with lighter volume, and we failed. You want all of that. And the lighter volume that I'm talking about is this. I'm not talking about how we came off the high. On the IBB, folks, that was vicious coming down. It came down with 4.23 million. What you want to see, you really want to see it get to 368. And at 368, that last high, it only had 1.2 million and 1.4 million. You'd love to see it get up there, have lighter volume, then fail. Does it go short? The reason being is that then you can put your stop right over the 374, which is the high, which that was the first place that it sold off. What I expect you are going to see is that, yes, that wants to go lower again, because when you look inside the marketplace today, you know, as to the equities that were going up versus going down, it was the biopharmas that were absolutely getting killed. They were the smaller ones, though, and they got killed in a big way, not in a small way. You had Endo come down 5%. You had 11 biotherapeutics come down 69%. You had, let's see, give you a few more of these. It's the smaller one. Kite Pharma is down 7%. You had Juno Pharma down, it's only 1.4. Juno Therapeutics is down 5.9. There was some big hits. Those big hits, however, were the smaller biopharmas. I do expect that it's not going to be able to hold it, but make sure that money management-wise, you basically let that baby get all the way up to those highs again, so that the positioning that you're going to have there is that you're at the highs. The market's going to tell you whether you have a failure or the thing wants to go higher. And specifically, would it be let it test? If it tests on lighter volume, rejects the price, great. There's the setup. If it tests and holds the price, well, don't even think about it, because then it's going to go right into the high, the first high that was generated out here inside the IBB. And, of course, that first high that it sold off from is 374. And right now, it's still only at 360. And the biopharmas, folks, the NASDAQ can do that, okay? You know, there's no two ways about that. Those babies can run, and they can basically run very quickly, because when they run together, they absolutely do run quickly. Let's go over and we take a look at an equity that can't get out of its way, folks, is Big Blue, IBM. What IBM continues to do, it's trying to get into this gap that it's been trading at for quite a while. Now, I suspect it's going to probably try to hit it. You know, the bottom of that gap's 178. We're at 173. No juice whatsoever, though. Last 3 weeks, just couldn't handle it. Couldn't handle it at all as it's coming into that level. So we'll see where that whole thing does shake out. Google is out there at 546. That doesn't have any strength. Inside the Dow Industrials out here today, what goosed the Dow up into new highs was Intel and Apple. It's pretty wild when you think about it, too, because Intel and Apple, you know, Intel's not a new equity inside the Dow, but it's not that old. Apple, of course, is a brand new equity inside the Dow Industrials. And remember something, that the Dow Industrials itself is a price-weighted index, okay? What does that mean? Well, it means quite a bit, because what does happen is that some of these Dow stocks have some really sweet price, no doubt about it, big prices. Those big prices, however, do a number on it as they come down versus going up. Okay, so there's a lot of twists and turns inside that. When you look at 3M is laying out there at 162. That has started to back off, you know, so I expect you're going to see more of these come backing off. United Technologies, that's at 118. That's off its high of 125. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. Get our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, coming from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Kevin does an outstanding option show right here every Tuesday, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. You want to understand options upside down, you want to understand strategies, right on your cell phone, tfnn.mobi. Kevin's going to be coming right back with you, folks.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish up 26, NASDAQ up 30, S&P's up 6.5, and as we do each and every Monday at 30 past the second hour, we get our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Now, Kevin, folks, does the best option show on the planet. It's done here every Tuesday, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform yet, come over to our website at TFNN. You can see the banner on the top or the side. You can hit that banner, bring up the platform. They'll let you trade with paper money. And it doesn't matter, folks, whether you're trading equities, futures, currencies, or options. It's on one platform. I use it each and every day, have for years. I had the pleasure of meeting Kevin last week. Kevin Hinks, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, Tom? Good to talk to you again.
And you also, man. First off, I really want to thank you for doing the program. And, what I'd like you to do is just let the folks know the type of experience that you have.
Well, I can tell you this in terms of a historical date. The first week I started trading options on the floor of the CBOE was when the shuttle exploded on takeoff.
Oh,
so
my
that was
God.
January of 1986.
Wow.
And I've been on a seat trading every day since then.
That is so.
I've never been off a seat.
You know what's so cool about Thinkorswim and I mean, they own that business, right? I mean, as to real traders, real strategies, it's intriguing, isn't it? I mean, because
they got me. The guys at Thinkorswim got me to come here it was real easy. They showed me how great their platform is.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a platform built by traders, built for traders.
Right. And folks, no matter where you are in the world, okay, remember that you can get the program right on your cell phone, tfnn.mobi. That's the bottom line, okay? You get the full audio. If you want to get the TV with Kevin's charts, TD Ameritrade, the platform, no problem. Just go tfnn.com and you'll see the little box right beside it with mobile devices. Hit that. Our servers will know exactly what type of device you're on, and you'll get the charts as well as the audio delivered to your device. Now, so what are we going to talk about tomorrow?
Well, Tom, tomorrow, since we're moving into the summer months, and with the all-time average in the VIX of 15.39 and currently trading 1273, we're going to talk about low volatility plays and things that you can do getting ready for the summer months.
Yep.
In the summer months, a lot of time things dry up and you don't get as many choices as you got to make, and so you got to make some decisions. You got to look forward. Something to. I used to write on my trading card this time of year: don't buy summer. Don't get caught buying this low volatility in the summer. So we want to get you situated, ready for the summer months, and get the right play on with calendar spreads.
Folks, what Kevin's saying is so important, and I know everyone's itching to trade. And you know what happens, Kevin? This is wicked. Sometimes people have more time in the summer. Their kids are off school. And I know right what you're saying, man, because even, when I was younger, I'd have more time and I'd want to trade, and I'd realize that, oh, man, everything flattens out. And it's like, oh, man, all of a sudden.
Spreads.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Now, hey, I'm going to switch gears on you for a second, okay?
Sure.
Because I know you're doing the option show, but we have a lot of futures traders out here, okay? And so check this out, folks. This is how cool this is, okay? When I left Kevin, right, he was trading grains, okay? I met him in the middle of the trading day, okay? No, this is so, because see, you're talking to the right audience. I mean, and what happens, so talk to us about grains, because you're going to make a whole bunch of people happy right now.
Oh, I mean, I've been trading grains consistently through 2005 when I started trading grains. So I stood in the soybean meal pit just trading futures and future spreads since 2005. Wow. So I was one of the last guys to shut the lights off as we left the building.
That is amazing.
So I trade grains every day. I trade grains every morning.
So what do you think of the grain market right now? We've had, when I left you that day, right? I jumped on my phone, man, and I was watching, wheat. The beans weren't hitting yet. The corn wasn't hitting yet. The beans, the wheat was hitting, and then all of a sudden, the beans, or the wheat was hitting. Now the beans seem to be coming off, and corn seems to be coming off. Where do you stand there?
Today was a very strange day in the grains, because normally I use a lot of triggers when I trade the grains off of the dollar.
Okay. Oh,
and with
nice.
the dollar
Yeah.
up and grains up today, that's a counterintuitive trade there.
Oh, you know what? You had music to my ears. You know why? Okay, so check this out. I trade the dollar a lot and I trade gold a lot, right?
Sure.
And what's so intriguing, man, even this run on gold, when the dollar was high, gold wasn't getting killed like it should have. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And it's like,
sure.
okay, so now I'm looking the same thing. Today, what Kevin's talking about, folks, the index itself was up 1,000 ticks, okay? And that's going against the euro, which is 60%. And gold was flat. And so I thought the same thing. I'm saying to myself, okay, man, this dollar looks like it wants to go to lower price. I mean, counter trend bounce a bit, but it's going to be wild watching this shake out.
Yeah, the minute did you notice, Tom? The minute they started calling for the end of the dollar rally, it picked up again.
Yeah.
And it was really strong today. And even though the grains were all up across the board, and oil, even though the Saudis admitted that they're pumping more oil out than their record numbers in 2005, oil held in there, and the grains were actually all up today.
Yeah.
Very strange.
No, that
action
is.
against the dollar.
That is. There's no doubt.
But oh yeah, don't get me started on grains. We could talk about grains for days and days.
No, hey, listen. You know, we feel so lucky having you, man. You know, because there's no doubt that options I've seen have really taken over the world. I mean, the difference, folks. Okay, so I mean, just when we talk options, folks. Okay. If you trade the SPY, guess what? You're at $213, okay? And the options on the SPY, this is hard to believe, actually you're a penny to 2 pennies wide, and you're talking in-the-money options at $3 versus $213. It's like, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the way the markets are now and the way the markets have evolved in the last 10 years, I compare it to being in Las Vegas, except you get to walk around and deal.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's no doubt that you can actually beat, well, you are the market, folks, because something to always remember, on the Thinkorswim platform, you can be the bid. This is not, you're not putting an order in saying, okay, I'm going to take the offer. You can be the bid at all times. You can be the offer when you're coming back out the other side, which is really important to understand.
Right.
Well, listen, man, we really look forward to the show tomorrow. We look forward to all your experience, and we just feel so lucky, man. So,
all right, Tom. Can't wait to talk to you guys.
Okay, have a great one, Kevin. Have a safe one.
All right, talk soon, buddy.
Thank you. And that show, folks, is at noon tomorrow. And, folks, bottom line is you can't buy that experience. That's where this whole thing shakes out. Now, what was intriguing, and you can see how what does happen is that when what I picked up inside that, of course, is that they closed. I believe they closed the grain pits. Actually at the SIBO. Bottom line, guess what? Go from the grain pits, then you going electronically, and what you do have there, folks, is that you have someone with that type of experience that will walk you through what type of triggers that they are looking for, because what happens inside the option market in general is this. You don't basically, you can trade whether it's puts or calls off swing points, okay? That's minimizing your defined risk at all times. The spread aspect is huge. The reason being is that what you want to do, one of the mantras inside the option business is this, is that you are waking up every single day and the decay is working in your favor. That's the Thinkorswim folks in general, their larger strategy, and I don't put words in Kevin's mouth, but he'll explain to you how he feels about options and how they should be structured. Whether you're in a bull or a bear, the decay value is a huge value, because what ends up happening is that you can be right or wrong about the aspect of where something is going, and the decay value itself is going to help you inside of that trade. And that's where they are absolutely just great educators. If you haven't test drove that platform yet, folks, come over to our website at TFNN, hit the banner, and go test drive it. There is so many lessons out there. They have swim lessons themselves each and every day that can teach you not only how that platform works, but how much is on that platform. I learned a huge amount because I was out there with them in Las Vegas last week, and I, went to a couple of those swim lessons, and they were fabulous. And let me tell you something, I learned something about, and I've been on that platform forever. I've been on the platform, I think, for at least 12 years. And I knew it was a great platform, but I actually didn't realize how much they actually have on it. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. Coming right back. Dow Industrial's up 26, NASDAQ up 30, S&P's up 7.5. We're going to be right back.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Each and every time that the dollar ticks higher, S&P wants higher price. Each and every time that the dollar's ticking lower, guess what? S&P wants lower price. Dollar, the metals, and the S&P are going tick for tick.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Take-Two Interactive software. That closed at $24.24. It's trading at $25.70 right now. And let's see what they have to say. So let's see. Take-Two Interactive, maker of Grand Theft Auto, reported fiscal fourth quarter earnings that beat analyst estimates on the strength of its shoot-'em-up titles. Profit, excluding some items in the period ended March 31st, rose to 49 cents a share versus from 49 cents from 21 cents a year earlier. That compared to a 28 cents average estimate compiled by the Bloomberg. So let's see. 40, that's a good sized beat. So they planned on making 28 cents. They made 49. The latest edition of Grand Theft Auto was, as well as Evolve, a shooter game released February 10th. Fans who ordered that $60 product digitally using their Xbox got one to start further along in the game than those who bought a traditional disc. Bottom line is that they got some numbers here. So we've gone from 24 to 25. The company forecast the sales of $325 to $350 million and earnings per share of 25 to 35 cents. That being said, though, here let's go take a look at this. I believe what's going to happen is that on the what they announced is that the Evolve is making them some real bread, but on the yearly basis, they still are not going to come in with the numbers that they felt they were going to come in with. And if we take a look at what you have here is this. Take-Two went topside October. Let me put this on a weekly for you for a second. But we're going to see a lot more numbers come out tomorrow morning. I'll give you some of those numbers, folks, in a few seconds here. So what you had is that the week of October 2014, Take-Two went from 21 to 26. Had some juice behind it. Not enough, however, though. You know, you were jumping over a 30 million consolidation. You did it with 14 million. However, that being said, you went from 21 to 31. Now back to 21. It got, well, back to 24 again. This little baby is probably going to lay out against the 2198 area, which was the bottom of the break topside. That's how that seems to be laying out at this particular point. You know, tomorrow, when we take a look at what's happening out here tomorrow, you're going to see quite a few numbers that are coming out. Before the bell, we have Dick's Sporting Goods, Home Depot. That's going to be one to watch. TJ Companies. That's going to be one to watch, particularly because each and everything, one of these retailers that are coming out are just getting smoked, folks. It looks to me that we must absolutely have enough clothes and everything else you'd normally buy at retailers. I think the aspect of digitally and electronically, that's where all the money's going. You know, it's not that people aren't spending money, but that's where it's all going. So TJ Maxx, that's going to be an important one to watch, particularly because what you have with TJ Maxx is that you have some of the Marshalls, you have they have a couple of discount ones. They're all basically discount ones that have some decent goods. So if that's going down also, you know that we're spending money on services and we're spending money on electronics versus spending money on clothes. After the bell, you got Analog Devices coming out. That's ADI. We got Autodesk coming out, ADSK. Computer Sciences coming out. We have QIHU 360 coming out. So there's going to be some action after the close out here. What I expect you are going to see tonight is this. If we take a look at Asia first, we take a look at what we have happening in Asia, because Asia will be opening up in another 2 hours. If we go over to the Hang Seng first. The Hang Seng has been on a run, no doubt. Hang Seng is trading at 27,000. Put some volume onto this. Take a look at where we're at. So this has been, this is on a monster ABC up. This is going to be wild watching this shake out. So this baby here, when it broke topside, let me just see how this was. If I take this one, actually I'm going to put this on a monthly. Okay, so on a monthly, oh yeah, you broke topside, man. On a monthly, hey, the Hang Seng wants to hit the high. That's 4,000 more up. That's what you have. And you know what's so wild about this? The Hang Seng, now this is what's really bizarre. The Hang Seng is a high volume high. Man, this is pretty cool. So when the Hang Seng made the run in 2003, the Hang Seng started at 8,500 and just didn't stop. You know, it was a 1 to 2 ABC structure on the way up. That's why it blew up. But guess what? It's volume up at that high. So the low of the high was 26,700. We're already into that by 1,000 points. So the Hang Seng can make that real easy. Now you want to watch that like a hawk, because the Hang Seng is going to tell us a lot. I mean a lot. The Nikkei, let's take a look at the Nikkei, NKY in Japan. The Nikkei, of course, you had come off that bottom with a vengeance. In fact, Steve Rhodes and myself, that's when we used to do the program together. And that was all about the yen. The yen was making a 35-year U-turn. What you have with the Nikkei right now, that little baby is, look at that, man. That's trading at the 19,000. You're off the lows of, 6,000. That Nikkei wants to run to 20,800. We'll see whether it makes it up. Now, the DAX and then the FTSE. FTSE today in London didn't have any juice. Sideways move. FTSE in London looks like it still wants to go to lower price. The DAX in Germany is important because how the DAX trades, that's how like the NASDAQ likes to trade. The DAX in Germany looks like it wants to go a little bit higher tomorrow morning. You know, we're at 11,594. That can hit 11,674 in a heartbeat. So in the 674 is going to be important. Now, this is cool, folks, because the 674 is going to be important because that's how we came off the high with volume. The DAX had made a high on the 13th of April. That high was established at 12,388, had volume of 62 million. 5 days down, big volume. Had volume of 136 million versus 62 million. You go sideways, next leg down, volume again, 134 million. So what we're going to be looking for tomorrow is that as you bounce higher, is that going to be bouncing higher into this 11,674 with lighter volume or with heavier volume? You bounce at lighter volume, that would say you get a rejection of price at that level. You back down, that would be saying you're going after these lows again. If we go over to the dollar index, as Kevin and I were talking about the dollar, folks, is what moves everything around. And the dollar looks like it's a very large ABC structure on the way down. We're at 94.22. Yeah, it can go a bit higher before it goes lower, but not much higher. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking right here tomorrow.